Welcome to another edition of Changing Lives. Now, today we're talking about how we consciously feel. And Tanya, we've touched on this, I think, in a previous episode, in the sense that there's a sort of a negative aspect associated with being in tune with your feelings.
Well, the fascinating thing is this. People were taught not to feel. They were taught that it was bad. Women are too emotional, and men are, they must be men. Men don't cry, men don't feel. So what happened is we shut off one of our three core bodies that need to be in alignment. So it actually took people off balance completely. And we need to have those three core bodies in alignment, as we've spoken about, right? So it's very important to start learning how you feel about things and becoming aware of it. And men and women are okay with actually feeling. It's important because it's like not having a body or not having a thought. Not having a feeling is ridiculous. Now, consciousness, the way I define it, maybe I define it differently to other people, I tend to do that a lot, is that your thoughts in your mind are incredibly programmed. Every single thing that you've ever seen in your life is in your mind. It's like a computer that's never had a reboot, okay? And all of those things were given to you by society at that time. So the way we dress, the way we walk, what's cool, what's not cool, the music we listen to. Every generation has a set of dynamics that determine how they think. So it's a programmed mind. Okay, so our minds are very much like computers. It's a program running that helps you to fit into society and you're not standing out like tall poppy syndrome, okay? If you fit into the program that's currently running, you are going to fit in, you're going to be cool. But your energy body knows where you should be as an individual. You're unique, right? So that unique is a marriage between your programmed mind and your feeling. And you meet yourself halfway between your head and your heart. So I always say, marry head and heart. Halfway is consciousness. And consciousness will help you be on track with your life and on track with society.
So how do we achieve that perfect marriage now that you've described?
Okay, so what you need to do is you need to become very aware of what you're thinking first. Then you become aware of how you feel about that thought. And then you sit with it. So sometimes, let's say, for example, you want to make a big career change and you want to go into an entrepreneurial space or you want to take a job offer or you can't decide between two things. Sit quietly and ask yourself the question. Your body will answer. So you'll say, how do I feel about moving to Canada? Sit with it. Oh, I feel good about that. Okay. How do I feel about taking a new job? Sit with that. No, I'm not really very employable. And so your body will tell you, you'll get a sinking feeling, or you'll get a feeling of excitement, or your breath will flow, or your breath will actually stop. And it's fascinating when you actually start listening to your body doesn't lie. Your body always talks to you. So if you can actually get in tune with yourself, and that's why introspection is so beautiful and so powerful, is to spend time alone, whether you're an extrovert or an introvert. So that's another interesting thing, is I'm actually an introvert. So an introvert means someone that gets energy from within. And an extrovert is someone who takes energy from a crowd. So I'm actually an introvert where I'll sit and spend hours and hours alone. When I wrote my book, The Power of Positivity, I sat for such a long time feeling emotions, listening to music, 'cause I'm very audio, listening to the song words, drawing inspiration, getting that energy from within so that I could share it with the world. So even if you're an introvert or an extrovert, it doesn't matter. You can actually really get in tune with your mental body, your emotional body, and your physical body, and then really let that consciousness flow.
Fantastic. So I think the takeout for me is this perfect marriage between, you say, your head and your heart, and start to listen to yourself.
It's so important to do that, and it's really something that we need to practice. So just like going to gym, you need to practice this every single day. So habits form your life. And if you get the habits of listening to your thoughts, feeling how your body reacts to them, and then moving in that direction consciously, you start to create this perfect symbiotic relationship between mind, body, and energy.
Listen to yourself. That's the message for today's Changing Lives.
Uma sabufa,